because you brought it up. Why is everybody not like really? It's like a hookup culture. What's going on? What do you guys see? I mean, you guys are the statistics right now.
Like what you said earlier, it's just everybody's looking for the next best thing.
Yeah.
It's like somebody's got more money, somebody's got better dick, somebody's got better looks, somebody's got more followers on Instagram, somebody's fucking got X, Y, and Z. And then, you know, this person is getting the love that they want and deserve, and then they go and leap to somebody else because they have this.
You guys are so jaded. Hanging
above somebody's head. And then
I've actually answered that based off using someone like your parents, right? I always talk about my grandparents. They've been married for 50 years, right? And back, let's just say 20, 30 years ago, when a husband and wife got together, they live in a town, and that woman would be exposed to maybe 5 other men.
True.
She'd be exposed to the mailman, which is where that whole mailman culture came from, or the milkman or whatever. And then at the grocery store, they'd be together, or the husband's friends, right? And her ability to access things that she might feel like she's missing was limited. Right. And then what they learned back then, and this is the answers I've gotten from older folks, because I really cherish their opinion. I always ask somebody that's been married a long time is, you know, what's the secret? And they said compromise and communication. And when you have no one else, you have no other options. You don't see a shiny ball. You don't see a greener grass.
Right.
You know that this is your person. You committed to your vows and you mean what you say. You go, okay, so how do we fix what we have, right? It's not about, let me throw it away because it's just not working and there's someone else out there for me. It's, no, you're the person I chose. I was sure when I married you. So whatever we got to do to fix this, whether it's therapy, talk, whatever compromise we got to do, we do. I think nowadays, you get so much access to seeing a lifestyle that most of them are fake, but it's like, okay, well, he's not treating me right, but this guy's so good to his girl. And this
like all those videos on TikTok.
Yeah, they didn't have social media back in the day.
They fantasize celebrities' relationships. Right? Look at Sierra and Russell. Look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. It's like they fantasize these type of people and they say, okay, well, I want a relationship like that. It's like, but you don't know their relationship.
Right.
You know what they post.
Yes,
you know
exactly.
So
100%.
people will see something and they fantasize about the imagination.
100%.
And they'll go, okay, well, I don't have that at home. So someone out there is like that for me. And they end up miserable in 35, 40, 50, looking for somebody.
Yeah.
And when they had that person, you had who you could have made it work with. You had someone that was going to make you better.
Yeah.
But what you wanted was not to put in work. And nothing easy is worth it.
Yeah.
Nothing good comes easy.
Yeah. I think the lesson here is that like comparison is the key, like the killer of happiness. Cause like I know women do this a lot too. Not taking shots, but it's true. Like, whenever you guys start to compare yourself to other people or like especially with magazines and like Instagram and everything right now, oh, she's got bigger boobs, she's got, you know, this man, whatever.
To Mexico,
it literally makes you depressed.
No, it does. Yeah. And like nowadays, every girl has a BBL, has their boobs done, has their lips done, certain hair, and it's like this fucking image that all these women are trying to portray, and everyone's trying to look the fucking same, but it's very rare when you find someone who's like themselves, who's real.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. And I keep saying this, but I think surgeries are like a trending thing right now. And I think in the next couple of years, we're going to see the trend go down and it's going to go back to the natural women.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some scary looking people out there now.
Obviously, we can't really ask you because your answer is going to be probably depicted to exactly who you're with. But for everyone else, what would your ideal mate or your ideal husband or
I can answer this too.
Look like? I mean, but you'll probably describe who you have.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Because I think everybody, like you're talking about compromise, right? I could choose fucking, I don't know, Jessica Biel from early 2000s, fucking Smoke Show, right? And I can be like, that's who I want. But really, the reality of it, it's like you can't get the perfect looks and the perfect personality and the perfect background. It just doesn't work that way. You kind of have to just compromise. Like, okay, she's pretty when she puts makeup on, and you know, when she takes it off, she's not bad to look at. She's not fucking horrible. Where you're like, oh my god, what the fuck is that?
But it's her personality. That's like, you know, like how is she? Right.
So like when it comes to background, right? She is she's also Mexican, so she grew up very traditional, right? And like farm girl type shit.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's like super family oriented, all that shit. But then also her personality, she's gotten to the point where she understands like, hey, I can, this guy's demonstrating value and he's like trying to be with me. He wants to be with me, he's showing me love and all these things. So I'm going to respect him and I'm going to like do what I have to do in order not to lose him.
Yeah.
That's the relationship that we have. I can't say, hey, I want fucking a chick with 10 that's a 10 and then has a fucking BBL and, double D's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to happen because those girls aren't the girls that you're going to marry.
Okay.
It's pros and cons.
What about you, Seabass? Who's your ideal mate?
My ideal mate? As far as like body, she needs to at least fit. Because, I just
First thing.
Yeah, she has to get like at least something like healthy,
Wondering why he's not in a relationship.
Right into it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want some.
Go for the physical.
I just want some slob, like that just eats whatever they want all the time and like, just, whatever, I like to be in shape. But I mean, other than that, I want someone that's like,
I mean, my girl's not
Why do you look
either.
so
She's
nervous?
pretty.
yeah, but
Because he's next to me. That's
She's
why.
like,
some people
Like, how
just
can I-
right
how
thing
can
to say.
Because I intimidate the shit out of them.
yeah.
Like, how can I follow that there?
I mean, basically, she needs to have like some type of like active lifestyle. I would feel like, and then also loyal as fuck. If she's outgoing too much, like what I'm talking about, like just freaking like
A whore.
To everybody.
yeah, I guess like a whore. Yeah, the best way to explain it. Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, I'm just flirty.
Yeah,
No.
it's like no, like
It's just a dick.
yeah, like for some reason that
not
like, this
weird.
really turns me off. But when a girl's like
I
kind
don't
of
like
like when a girl's kind of shy and shit, and she's not very like outgoing to like everyone trying to prove herself to other people, I'm like, all right, that's something.
But she's
like
outgoing
attract.
for you.
Yeah, going for me though. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, loyal, nice body, and
Fit and not so outgoing.
yeah, it doesn't have to be fake. It doesn't have to be even like enormously
fit.
like yeah, no. It doesn't have to be like enormously like large or anything like that.
See, it's funny. It's funny because, like, all right, the two dudes that are shortest relationship and the longest relationship.
I mean,
It's like
explains a
when
lot.
you ask him and he answers, it's like a fucking,
opposite.
it's like a dating profile. I want a girl who's, blah, blah. And then for me, I'm
pushing the buttons. You're filling out the
White blend.
paragraph.
and I'm over here like, I'm looking at the actual values. Like, is she gonna cook and clean for me? Is she gonna be the girl that's gonna be able to raise my child for me, right?
It's crazy because that's what I wanted to see after everybody answered. I was gonna say this is that if your attributes fall upon a physical explanation or like a temporary, because chances are, I mean, I agree. I mean, I want my girl to be fit too, but it's like in 30 years we won't be. So like,
Oh, I'm still gonna be fit. Fuck that shit.
shit, not me. I'm
I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
have a gut.
bod.
Yeah. Fuck what?
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna have a gut and a fucking cane. I'm gonna be the meanest old man ever. You better fucking me. But
That's dope. I support that.
bro, like I want to be that bastard in the rocking chair.
Hell yeah, dude.
But
Daddy Kane.
Get off my
What's really-
lawn.
No, I want to be that 80-year-old that's still deadlifting.
He's been in Colorado.
I see that.
Shining a shotgun on his
seen that.
porch.
But I mean,
what
what they say about like the chunkier people is that they're usually the wealthier ones that are happy. That's why you see like the laughing Buddha. He's like
Yeah.
fat and like he's like super happy. And
I want to
wealthy.
be like shredded by that time.
In
but,
other
I still
countries,
want to
they
be active.
Well, in other countries, they view it as like wealth and happiness.
Yeah, I know.
So
like at
in
least
America,
go for like walking to parks or something.
prosperity.
Yeah.
Go for a hike or something.
yeah, that's cool. When you're fucking 60 years old, you ain't gonna go for a hike. You can go walk around the neighborhood, motherfucker.
I would go for a hike. I see 60-year-olds
Not
going for
that
hikes.
old.
Yeah.
I say 60's not that old. We're
I
pretty
don't know,
close.
We're
man.
halfway there.
Whoa.
Whoa, Jesus!
Ouch.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's
Don't
Come on.
remind me.
Fuck.
because
Reality.
maybe a few years ago, like it was very important for like fit attributes and a healthy lifestyle. I think now to me, it's more accountability. It's more communication.
It's a lot of distractions.
I really, it's so key to me that someone is able, and we were just talking about this, keeping your word, right? I got to know if you tell me, hey, look, I'll call you when I get to the house. It's not about me keeping track. It's not about you having to check in with me like you're a child. It's the
Right.
fact that I know that 100%, if you don't call, there's a problem because I can trust that your word is accurate. When you tell me something, you mean it. And if for some reason you get home and something pops up, it's like, hey, my bad. As soon as I walk through the door, the dog stood up or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like accountability and communication go hand in hand. And if you're
Absolutely.
able to take both of those and make them very important to you,
Yeah.
and then ambition. I think it's accountability, communication, and ambition for me. And if you can have all three of those attributes,
Are you talking for a mate, like a woman?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think it's super important. I mean, I honestly would say it in any relationship, not just who I want to be with, and not just my partner, but in friendships, in partnerships, in business. It's like if you have those three attributes, we could really go far. If you're ambitious, you're accountable, and you
Right.
have great communication, or you're willing to work on it. What sky's the limit? Like what can't we accomplish? We don't have to agree on everything, but you take accountability for your mistakes. You mean what you say, and you're communicating your problems. How can we go wrong?
Right.
We can honestly, even if we're not supposed to be together, even if it comes to that conclusion, right? It's amicable. It's to the point where it's like, I understand that you have different views. We're going in a different path. I appreciate what you've done. And here we are, or it's like, okay, so what's really important to you is that I don't go out or whatever. Okay. So then I'll do this, or I'll only go out this many times, or I really don't like that you're not emotional. It's like, okay, I'll go to therapy. I'll work on it. Like, you're willing to compromise, but I wouldn't get to that point if I wasn't accountable of the fact that I'm not emotional.
Gotcha.
I wasn't able to communicate the problem, and I wasn't willing to compromise.
Right.
If those three things didn't exist, then we'd have nothing. Right. And then when it breaks down to the access of the social media or anything else, right? Even in Seabass's situation, like if you meet a girl and she's fit and she starts to fall off, if you can communicate and say, hey, look, like, going to the gym's really important to me. It changed my life. I powerlift. And this is one of the things that I love about you, but it's changing. So like, it's a problem for me.
I mean, like, I don't have to, like, she doesn't have to specifically just, want to
Deadlift or die, right?
No, it doesn't have to be that. I just want, like someone that like takes care of themselves. That's why I say when I have fitness, like not someone that just lets them go. Like if you take care of yourself, fitness, you watch like pretty much your everything, your diet, make sure you stay hydrated, all that shit. I don't want to be like, hey, make sure you drink some water today. Don't drink. Whatever.
The water.
Don't forget to drink
the water aspect is good. The water aspect is good.
But it's basically someone that takes care of themselves, they don't have to, eat fucking chicken rice every day. Jesus, like, I'll be fucking tired of that shit too. But
So
I'm Mexican. I like to make Mexican food.
I was gonna say,
hell yeah.
So this.
I mean, you kind of touched on that.
Is the brotherhood important to you? Do they have to?
Oh my God.
Hold
on. I want to hear her talk.
This guy that I was trying to talk to goes to the gym every day. He goes to, school, and he got really mad at me one time because I went to the gym without him. And he's like, oh, like, the gym is very serious to me and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, like, I understand that, but I'm not going to go to, like, if I'm going to take one day off, like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, oh, yeah, like, I've noticed, like, you don't really, like, you eat a lot of carbs. And I'm like, yeah, like, I do. Like, I'm
part of the heritage, bro.
I'm Mexican. I like to make Mexican food, and, like, I like to eat.
Tortillas and
come on. And so I'm like, it just was like kind of a turnoff to me, because I'm like, God damn, can I just like be myself? And like, not only that, but I have anxiety and depression. And so like, I need someone who's going to be like understanding and willing to like try to understand me, because if not, then like, what am I going to be with you for if I have to deal with this like alone,
Right.
You're
and like constant criticism, like,
yes, like I don't like that. Like my 5-year relationship, I couldn't listen to certain music, I couldn't say certain things, wear certain things, like, why are you wearing that? Why are you listening? Like, and it's just weird, like I couldn't be myself. And
I think there's a difference between like calling you out on something that they don't like, and then like having a conversation with you and saying like, hey, this is worrying me about you. What's going on?
Not like, I don't like this, so you can't do it. I'm like, no, I can't do that.
So what kind of guy, what do you look for in a guy anyways?
Well, I mean, it's really weird. Before, I never liked to look at a guy who was like super fit. Like it didn't ever like really turn me on or anything. I was more into like the dad bods. Okay. Not gonna lie. Now though, like, I don't know, I see like, if you're being fit, cause like I've started going to the gym a lot, and it helps with like everything. But it is attractive. Like I said, someone who's really,
maybe I can help you with the question. Does penis size matter?
Okay.
That was a great transition.
He's like, okay. He said he cut the bullshit.
Yo, guys, did you guys enjoy that clip? Watch the other clips. They're also really good. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, and if you hate them, if you like them, if you hate me, if you like me, comment that shit below, man. Watch the other clips. We appreciate you.
We at Sandy Lane, Ryan Barbados, smoking to get my cheer.